Hey guys, welcome back to part 2 of my ultimate free-to-play money-making guide. So, the first method I'm going to be showing you guys is killing blue dragons. So this method can make you about 800k per hour and will also get you about 45k combat XP per hour. So every kill you will be making at least 4.3k, and that is in the dragon bones and the blue dragon hide drops, and they also have a few other good drops, such as a few mithril drops, rune dagger drops, as well as some runes. And they are located in the wilderness at about level 25 wilderness. So you do need to be cautious about that. Just make sure that there aren't any PKers around. There normally isn't, so don't really worry too much about that. One bonus about this method is that you can bank fairly quickly by just going to the spot just outside of the bandit camp. It is near the tombstones. It's really just southwest of here, and you'll see a guy walking around with a big pack, and you just bank with him. So he's pretty easy to find, and it makes banking possible in less than a minute, allowing you to get more kills and GP per hour. So the next money-making method for free-to-play players that I want to talk about is smelting and stringing emerald amulets. So this method only has one requirement, and that is 31 crafting. And with this method, you can expect to make 900k per hour, as well as 130 crafting XP per hour. And this is actually really insane for free-to-play, because you make a decent amount of money per hour, along with excellent experience for crafting, which is a fairly expensive skill. So to start, you're going to want to buy the emeralds and the gold bars, and then next create a preset, and you're going to want to combine them in the furnace. Just hop worlds at the Combat Academy, and you should find a portable furnace that someone has placed. So that's what I did here. And really, you just use the furnace just like this, and create the emerald amulets, just the ones without the string. And the bank preset really helps a lot with this. So the next process is stringing the emerald amulets, and this requires emerald amulets that you just smith and balls of wool. So you can also make a second preset once you're done the full batch, and then you can just start stringing them. But overall, you're going to be making about 800 GP profit per amulet. So doing about a little bit over 1,000 per hour gets you to that 900k per hour, and the 130 crafting XP is there as well, and that's really great crafting XP. So this is definitely a method to check out. So the next method is Wine of Zamrock, and this is a really old method. So this method requires only 33 magic, and 37 prayer helps a lot as well for the protect from magic prayer, and a fairly good defense level is pretty important just because you will be getting hit every time you try and telegrab the wine. So you also need some law runes and an air staff. But yeah, level 60 defense is recommended. Without it, you'll just need more food instead, and you might need to bank a little bit more frequently. So this method can make you up to 700k per hour, and it only gets you 4k magic XP, so that's really bad. But as I said, you will need the law runes and the staff of air just to use the telegrab spell, which is the spell that requires 33 magic. So next you want to go to the captured temple north of Falador, and you will see the Wine of Zamorak on the table inside the temple. As you can see right here on the screen, I'm running back to the temple, and the Wine of Zamorak keeps on spawning on that table. So all you're going to want to do is just click the telegraph spell, and once the Wine of Zamorak spawns, you just want to click it and telegraph it. So the only downside about this method is that it is fairly competitive, and there are quite a few bots. As you can see, I beat this bot out. I beat this bot to the Wine of Zamorak just the one before, and he kind of just stopped. So I think it kind of ruined his cycle that he missed that or something. So, I mean, it didn't seem too hard to get this spot to myself because he actually logged out a few minutes after this, and then I just had this place all to myself. But yeah, so it is fairly competitive sometimes. Trying to do it on peak hours would pretty much help. So anyway, you just want to repeat this until your inventory is full, and then you want to bank. One tip with this, you can turn on the magic prayer, and there is actually just a prayer recharge stone up there by the place I'm running by. So you can just refill your prayer constantly, and you pretty much just have your protect from magic prayer on all the time. It's this little thing right here to recharge your prayer. So yeah, it's a pretty good method, but I wouldn't always bank on doing it just because it's pretty hard to find an empty world that you could do this on. So the last method in part 2 of my ultimate free-to-play money-making guide is going to be harvesting cursed energy, and this is actually my favorite method out of all of these in this video. You can actually make 1 to 2 mil per hour doing this, but you do receive 0 divination XP. I'm put 1 to 2 mil per hour just because overall, if you're just collecting the wisps and actually turning it to energy, you would get about 1 mil per hour. But as you can see, I'm also PKing them as well, so this really helps with the profitability. You get a lot more energy, and there's a lot of bots. As you can see around here, there are so many, and I just keep on killing them and collecting energy. And I did this for about 10 minutes, and I already had 1,000 or 2,000 energy in my inventory. I believe the energy sells for about 300 to 350 GP. Now you can't sell it on the Grand Exchange, but you can trade it to players. So you're going to want to look on the forums or search World 2 just for some people that are buying the cursed energy. So anyway, just to get here, if you don't already know, you're going to want to go to the Wilderness Volcano north of the Wilderness Lodestone, and yeah, you can either harvest the curse whips or kill the bots that are already doing this for you, or do a mix of both, which is the best, I think. So since this location is in the wilderness, it is best to go bank when you have about 300 to 500 cursed energy in your inventory. You could maybe push it to 1,000 depending on if you're seeing PKers frequently or not, if you have the confidence that you can get away. So kind of base that off yourself. But you can actually bank by running to Edgeville, or bank with the guy who wanders around in the west of the Wilderness Volcano. He's pretty close by. He's kind of southwest, and you'll find him just going southwest of this Wilderness Volcano. It's pretty simple. But yeah, you're just going to want to keep on doing this and banking it, and then at the end you're going to want to try and find someone who's buying cursed energy at the best price and sell it in a big bulk. But yeah, I actually had a lot of fun doing this method, partly because there were a lot of bots I found. Like, there were literally 10 of them on this one world that wasn't even that populated, and I wasn't finding any PKers, so it was really great. I was getting energy super fast. As I said, I was able to get 2,000 in just 10 minutes, which really makes it up for it's about what 700k in 10 minutes. So yeah, I was making 3 or 4 mil per hour, but I don't expect it always to be like this, and there are RPKers as well. So yeah, there is a little bit of room in the profitability, but overall you can just expect 1 to 2 mil per hour probably in the long run. So anyway guys, this is the last method in this video. I want to thank you guys for watching part 2 of my ultimate free-to-play money making guide. I really hope this was helpful, and if you have any questions, just comment below and I will definitely respond. But anyway, guys, I'll see you in the next one. Peace.